Hey guys! Today I'm going to bring you 3 dreams all centered around one thing, the end of the world. Now, these dreams are a bit shorter than the last dream, so it shouldn't take as long to go over them, and that's really why I decided to group these all into one video. Now, an interesting thing about these dreams is that my deceased grandfather, who died in 2011, is actually in all 3 of these dreams. And I don't know, I just always found that odd. In the first dream, I was on a baseball field with a bunch of other guys, and I was about ready to go up and bat. Looking back, I think this is sort of strange because I haven't played baseball since the 3rd grade. The sun was high and there were only a few small clouds around. Everything seemed incredibly peaceful. Anyway, I got up to bat, and right before the pitcher threw the ball, I heard the sound from over my head, and the wind picked up. I looked at the sky, and what I saw happening is actually very hard to describe, but I'll do my best, I guess. First, imagine that the sky is like some sort of liquid. Now picture someone just took a whisk and started to whisk and mix the sky up. Trust me, it's the weirdest looking thing, but it happened in my dream. Anyway, after that happened, these really big tornadoes just started to fly out of the clouds, and the wind really picked up. I ran to the dugout for protection from the tornadoes, and as I ran in, I passed by my grandfather, who was right by the entrance. I remember stopping, looking at him, and being confused because I knew that he was dead. After that, I realized I was in a dream, and I woke myself up. Alright, so dream number 2. I was staying on top of a mountain, overlooking a huge city. There was a 6'4" parking garage behind me, and beside me stood my grandfather again. He was next to his old black Jeep. I assumed that he had driven us here to the edge of the mountain, and we got out of the Jeep to enjoy the view of the city. Anyway, he looked over at me and he asked, "Do you know when it's going to happen?" I didn't know what he was talking about, so I just shook my head and said no. My grandfather sighed and turned back towards the city. It was then that I saw this giant red ball going towards the earth incredibly slow. Kind of like the moon from Majora's Mask slow. Even now, I remember it just looking really cool, and my grandfather and I just watched as the object came down and made contact with the city. There was a really loud noise and the shockwave came out from where it impacted. It rode up the mountain, and then it hit us, blowing us back into the parking garage. When I hit the back wall, I woke up. The third dream I had started on a sort of spaceship. I was there again with my grandfather, but this time there were some other people there that I don't think I knew. We were pretty far away from Earth, and I knew that because I could see it outside the window. I stepped forward and everyone gathered around the window and watched something probably twice the size of Earth come into our view, and it just slammed into the planet. I remember it blew up into like 1,000,000 pieces, and some of the pieces started coming towards our spaceship, and that's where the dream ends. Looking back on it, this one seems really weird. I can't help but think that with the planet gone, there's no way for the spaceship to get any fuel to go anywhere. And the people that are in the spaceship are just prolonging their death because they'd just be drifting off into space until they run out of oxygen. Or I guess food and water, and they all died. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these 3 dreams and I found them as interesting as I did. Drop a like if you liked the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Goodbye.